Good morning, students. So, in this video, we are going to understand the unit 3, which is related to audit process. Okay, so first and foremost definition which is given is audit program. Okay, so what is audit program? What is audit program? So basically, you in this unit you need to understand what is audit program, audit plan, okay, various audit process, okay, then various types of audit reports, okay, etc, etc. Okay, so the first and foremost is audit program. So what is the meaning of audit program? So audit program may be defined as the auditor's plan of action indicating the work to be accomplished. Okay, so basically audit program is nothing but how the auditor is going to conduct the audit. It's an audit plan. Okay, so auditor's plan of action, okay, indicates the work to be accomplished. Okay, it includes the audit test and procedures to be followed. There are various types of audit tests. Okay, at a time of going for the audit, the auditor has to use it. So with various type of audit test and various type of procedures what he is going to follow in audit plan, okay, in audit program, it includes in audit program. Okay, the persons responsible for the accomplishment of work, various duties assigned by the auditor is included in audit program. Okay, and the time within which the work is to be accomplished, and the time frame, is very important. So the first thing is the auditor's work to be accomplished. Second thing which will be included is audit test and procedure to be followed. Third thing, the various responsibilities given to the audit team. Okay, and fourth thing is the time. Okay, so this is called meaning and definition of audit program. These four things are included in audit program. Okay, the next one is various objectives of audit program. What are the various objectives? Why this audit program is prepared? Why this audit program is prepared? So the basically audit programs helps to check the systematically the books of account, which helps to conduct fair audit. So it helps in checking the books of accounts. Okay, here you are going to understand what you are going to see, okay, or what you are going to analyze, okay, which will be included in the audit program. So audit program helps to check the systematically the books of accounts. Okay, second thing, audit program specifies the time period, okay, how much time it is required to complete the audit. Okay, the third thing and most important thing is assistant should sign after the completion of the work which specifies the responsibility and accountability of staff. Every day after completion of the task, every team member has to take the signature of the audit assistant, okay, which will certify that you have completed this task. Okay, so audit program also helps to prove the completion of the task which is given on day-to-day basis. Okay, next one is review of proposed scope of audit, preparing proper plan. Basically it helps, this audit program helps in framing the proper plan. Okay, then audit program shows the way to the new staff to perform the work of audit. It helps the audit or auditor to show the way, okay, how you are going to accomplish certain activities. Okay, so there are various advantages of audit program. Okay, the first and foremost is it saves time and labor. Okay, so audit program will help auditor, okay, as well as the company to save the time. Okay, because after planning, after detailed planning of the audit program helps to save the time, okay, as well as the labor, okay, the time of the labor. Okay, then audit program increase efficiency because it is predetermined what you are going to achieve, so it helps in increasing the efficiency. It helps to control, here as I have told you, assistants or all the staff members or all the members of the audit plan or audit, they are going to take the signature every day after completion of work, okay, which helps the auditor to control, okay, which helps the auditor to control it, okay. So audit program helps in controlling. Next is audit program helps in maintaining uniformity, okay, it helps in maintaining uniformity. So basically um, in every year, okay, if the auditor is the same, okay, it will help the auditor as well as company to maintain the uniformity of the data, because we already know what the auditor has referred last year. Same thing he is going to refer this year to prepare the audit. So this is the fourth important thing to maintain uniformity. Next is it helps to make responsible. Audit program helps to make responsible. Basically, in the audit program, works of assistant or the team members are clearly defined, okay, and every day they need to take the signature, okay. So if any work is left out, assistant can made liable for such work, or team members or the members are liable to such works. So it helps in responsibility. Next, it maintains continuity and to present as a proof. Okay, there are two more advantages. Okay, it helps in maintaining the continuity. We know that audit program clearly shows the completed task and the procedure of doing work. Okay, so if any staff leaves the job or remain absent, new staff can easily continue the job what has been remained left out, okay. Then next is it helps to present as a proof. If sometimes auditor, okay, can present his audit program as a proof, okay, if he or she has been accused or misfriends or negligence, can get the clearance from such acquisition or accusation, okay. This audit program can help him to show as a proof to the court, okay. So audit program also helps to present as a proof, okay. So now what are the disadvantages of audit program? So audit program harasses to staff. Basically it's a detailed program. All the staff should perform the task within the limitation of given the audit program, okay. So staff cannot use their knowledge and caliber to harass to them, okay. So basically they cannot use their knowledge. It is up to the auditor, okay, to make the staff work. So it sometimes it happens that auditor can act as a, or he can harass the staff, okay. Possibility of being unsuitable, okay. So nature and size of business differs, okay. Sometimes the same auditor uses the same audit program for two different companies, but both the companies are in different size and different nature. So that time this audit program is unsuitable, okay. Then audit program increases the chance of fraud. So staff of the client gets information about the audit program in advance, okay. So basically which increases the chance of committing frauds. Similarly, it also harasses the audit staff, so they perform the work of audit carelessly, which also increases the chance of committing fraud, okay. The next one is basically audit program is unsuitable to small concern because they have only minimum transactions, okay. So that's why it is unsuitable for small concern or small businesses. Exclusion of problem of new technology, very very important. New technology and new techniques are used in the work of accounting. Such technology creates the problem in the work of audit. With such problems and remedial measures are not included in audit program. So basically, as I have told you, the same audit program is going to use in every year if you are appointing the same auditor. So sometimes this new technology or new techniques are not taken into consideration. Okay, so these are the disadvantages of audit program. Now, what it includes, what this audit program includes or contains, okay, contents of audit program. So basically, the contents of audit program may differ, okay, from client to client, okay, from business to business, from size of business, okay. So it may differ from year to year also, okay. So basically it includes the items of MA and AA, Memorandum of Association and Article of Association, in case of limited companies or partnership deed, or in case of partnership. Okay, so partnership deed in case of partnership. So an audit program contains the following. So what it includes? It includes name and objective of the undertaking. It includes name and objective of undertaking. Then date of commencement of audit and duration of audit. System of accounting, internal check, internal control. We have already understand this in the last unit. Okay, then previous year accounts with a proper report to the auditor, then outline of various books examined, okay, then type and number of transactions to be selected for audit, okay, then various documents to be examined or the nature of the document to be examined, date wise schedule of work to be carried out. So all these documents are the contents of audit program. Okay, so this is related to audit program. Okay, now the next one is audit evidence. Now what is audit evidence? Basically auditing is primarily concerned with verification and examination of accounting data, as we know in the first unit. We have studied it. The auditor should give his opinion on the financial statement. Before giving any opinion, the auditor should investigate into the accounts of company to establish a basis of his opinion. And his opinion must be independent, not to be dependent on anyone. Okay. So as per the Auditing and Assurance Standard 5 issued by ICAI, okay, which deals with the audit evidence, it says the auditor is required to obtain sufficient appropriate evidence to enable him to draw reasonable conclusion therefrom on which to base his opinion and financial information. So what is audit evidence? It is nothing but the auditor has to obtain certain information, accounting information, which is sufficient or appropriate evidence, okay, which will be enable him to frame some reasonable conclusions on audit accounts or the financial statements, okay, from which he is going to give his independent opinion on the financial information. So audit evidence plays very important role to give his independent opinion. Now, what is audit procedure for obtaining audit evidence? What is audit procedure? Okay, basically for obtaining any audit evidence, what it is required. So basically the auditor should obtain audit evidence to, I told you, to draw the conclusion on which to base, okay, by performing the audit procedure. So the first one is obtaining an understanding of the entity and the environment, okay, including internal control to assess the risk of material misstatement of the financial statement. So basically, the first one is obtain an understanding of the entity and its environment, okay. The second one is when necessary or when the auditor basically has to determine to do so, then test the operating effectiveness of the control in preventing or detecting the material misstatement and detect the material misstatement at the relevant assertion level. So these three things you need to remember. This is how he is going to take the audit evidence or obtain the audit evidence. Now what are the sources of audit evidence? Okay, these are the sources of audit evidence. Minutes of the meeting. Every meeting should be noted as a minutes. Okay, communication within the third parties. Okay, comparable data about others, or also called as benchmarking. Okay, control descriptions. Okay, information about the audit procedures such as inquiry, observation, and inspection, and any other information developed by or reliable to them to reach the conclusion through valid reasoning. Okay.